Hello, welcome again to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Today we're talking about what a first-time home buyer has to do to begin his journey. Last time we talked about money, budgeting in general. If you have not watched the video, the first video, please click the link below, watch that one first and then come back into this one. What a mortgage broker does is we go out and talk to many banks, and depending on your situation, we go to a specific one that will take the loan based on your criteria, whether it be credit, income, or assets, or even the property type. So we also search for the best lenders on that specific day that are giving the best interest rates. We work for you. As a consumer, I am sure you're totally lost. Who do I work with? There are loan officers that work with local banks like, the big Bank of America or Wells Fargo. There are smaller lending institutions and broker offices. There is so much to choose from that I think in my opinion, it's best for you to have someone who has the know-how, number one, and number two, who can take your loan through many different channels to give you the best loan program and pricing at the time that's needed. To get the best mortgage that's right for you, it's done the right way. And the right way is click on this link below if you want to check on mortgage interest rates that are current and closing costs or fees. Some of the questions that buyers ask is, how much time do you take to close on a transaction when you're buying, on a purchase transaction? It all depends, not only on your situation, but also on the seller side. Most often than not, a closing within its 30 to 45 days is a typical closing transaction, but we at MDO Mortgage have closed transactions in as early as 7 days. Just like when you go on vacation and you don't know where to go, what restaurant to go eat, or what hotel to go to, we as mortgage brokers or lenders in general have many sources where happy and not so happy customers leave their experience. So make sure you check on this link so that you learn what customers have said about us in many places. Some buyers have questions like, will the lender that you are going to give me or where I'm going to be lending has or will sell my mortgage to another bank? And no lender can assure you or no broker can assure you if your loan is going to be sold or transferred to another lender. What's good to know is that your loan cannot change any of the terms. The lender that's transferring the loan cannot change any of the terms that you sign on the note. So don't worry about whether the loan is transferred or not, because none of the terms can be changed. What is your availability in case when I start the loan process I have questions? Many of my clients love working with us. Not only is it because we close on time and we close sooner and faster than anyone else on the market, but also we text, we email, we answer phone calls after hours, on the weekends. We're here for you. Buying or owning a home, getting through the journey should not have to be stressful. Technology has arrived many years ago, and now we have the capability of taking your loan online one step ahead. We have the ability for you to submit your loan application online, and after we have your loan, we can submit it to the lender the same day. Hopefully we get an approval the same day. Everything and anything on an application can be done online. Unless you prefer face-to-face, we also have that capability. How can you find MDO Mortgage? Through Zillow, through Google, through YouTube, through social media, but always, the best referral is the word of mouth. Anyone that has closed with us can attest to all the great experience that they've had working with us. Step number 3, getting pre-approved. Some customers say, what's the point of getting pre-approved? This is the most important part of you being successful in your journey of home ownership, is going with somebody who's going to understand your needs. So, how much will I get after my docs are reviewed? How long do they, do you take until they become null or invalid or void? Will you be checking my credit score, my credit report? What is the interest rate you're going to give me in? How much money do I need to put down? These are some of the questions that most of our clients have, and we're going to go into detail right now. In order for a mortgage company or a lender or a loan officer to determine your buying ability or your pre-approval amount, you need to understand that they need to be able to look at tangible documents. So we look for pay stubs, employment contracts. If you don't have a pay stub, if your offer just got accepted. We look for transcripts. If you recently graduated from college, we have the ability to take a job offer and college transcripts to also be accounted for the 2-year lack of work experience. We look for 1 month of pay stubs. If you would receive child support, when you prove of child support through court or deposits from the person that's paying the payee of the child support, 2 years normally on tax returns, sometimes avoiding tax returns through W-2 income. Most of the times, those are the documents that are needed in addition to an identification that's required by most lenders. After we received all your documents, then we're going to go into taking a loan application. A loan application goes into detail as far as how long you've lived where you live, how much you're paying for rent, where you work, how long you've been working, what's your title. We evaluate whether you have bankruptcy, whether you have any ownership interest in other properties. We review your credit in detail and understand what the credit is like, the composition of your credit. We give you tips on how to properly work with your credit, if it's low, to improve it, if it's high, to maintain it. So that's part of working with MDO Mortgage, is doing a thorough review of your mortgage application process. Now we're going to review some myths that we have, and people tell us, hey Diego, can you do a soft pull? Unfortunately, most companies have a way of working with us. We will do a hard credit pull. A hard credit pull means that we look at the 3 credit bureaus and we come with a score that we use, usually the middle of the 3. If it's 2 borrowers, we use the middle of the 3, the lowest between the 2 borrowers. Now the myth is my credit karma is 700, use that. We don't use any of those scores or any of your credit card scores. So those people will tell me my credit is going to drop significantly if you pull again. The Fair Credit Report Act has the ability to give you some flexibility when shopping for a home mortgage. So within 60 days you have the flexibility of getting your credit pulled as many times as you want within that time frame, and your score should not suffer. Myth number 2, I have no pay stubs. Some lenders will allow a verification of employment in lieu of pay stubs. So if you don't have any pay stubs, don't worry. Tell us where we can get your verification of employment, and as long as we're able to verify, we can work with you. Myth number 3, people say that I have to find a house first, and then I find the mortgage loan officer or the broker. No. First, you gotta get pre-approved, then you start shopping for the mortgage. Myth number 4, assets. This is a big deal killer. A lot of borrowers don't understand how important it is. The money in the bank is accounted for through deposits. If you've had cash in the bank, it's likely that the bank that we might take your loan to might not accept it. Talk to us about how we can avoid all of that. Okay, we received your income documents. We've done a mortgage application. And what's next? We will review with you your pre-approval process. We'll let you know what are the variables that make your pre-approval be like an accordion. It goes up or down depending on a few key components of your mortgage, which we'll dive in detail at a later video. And we'll send you the pre-approval so that you can begin your home purchase if you don't have a realtor that you work with. If you need a referral from us, we'd love to be able to refer you to someone who can work hand in hand with you as a team so that we can ensure that you will have the home of your dreams with a great team. To apply for a loan now, click the link below and it'll take you to our portal. Do's and don'ts of the home buying process. This is the most important conversation that we need to have right now. So don't start buying your furniture or any large expenses and don't put them on credit, because this will come up eventually if we have to do another credit pull through the loan process, and it might hurt your buying ability or your debt to income ratio. So hold off on major purchases until you've closed on the transaction. Number 2, don't start making big purchases or big withdrawals or large deposits into your account without talking to us first. There is a way to withdraw large amounts of money or to deposit big amounts of money without creating a breaking or tipping point. It's your money. Understand that is your money, but lenders want to know why there's money going out or why there's money is going in. Do number 3 or do number 3. Look, lenders will verify your employment till the day of closing. Don't quit your job before you close. We've had people change jobs right before closing, and that can create a hurdle, and it can hurt you because you might put your money deposit, your earnest money deposit, or the money you've given to the realtor at risk. Myth number 5, payoff collections. Only if you're being instructed by the mortgage broker, by us, or anyone that's helping you with the transaction, pay off a collection or pay off a debt. If somebody is telling you, or we're telling you, hey, you might have to pay a car off, don't pay it off until you're told to do so. Otherwise, that may hurt your buying ability, because there is ways and processes that things need to be done. Talk to us first. Number 6, always pay your debts on time. If you don't, then there is a way to explain why you pay a credit card late or why you had a car payment that was late. It all can be explained. Sometimes late payments in the last 12 months may hurt your ability to get some types of loans. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos where you are going to become the mortgage master. Now that you're watching these videos, you will be a more informed consumer, which therefore will turn you into a successful homeowner. Keep in touch with us, stay tuned, and like our channel, subscribe to our channel, because this is the way how you will be able to be notified of new videos. Thank you.